I know, but you know me, I can't help it.
Wow, look at those legs.
Thank you for having us today. It's so nice.
Yeah, Nicole's coming.
Yeah, I know.
Coming in. Yeah. You haven't seen her baby yet?
I saw her once at the hospital, but I haven't seen her since.
Oh, what's her name?
Her name is Rose.
Oh yeah, she told me.
Yeah.
I forgot. Rose.
Isn't that pretty?
So cute.
Yeah.
So you know that Kate is not coming,
No.
as usual.
What happened?
You don't know what happened?
No.
Crazy. First she broke up with a Saudi Arabic guy.
Well, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, she couldn't take the heat, you know.
Why, was it like super intense or something?
No, the heat in Saudi Arabia.
Oh.
Anyway, it's a good line though.
Yeah.
So she broke up with him,
Yeah.
and but she bought a ranch in Santa Ynez Valley.
How did she afford a ranch?
She afforded a ranch. She went to Vegas with him.
Yeah.
You know, he was waiting for a client or something.
Right.
She said, you know what? I'm gonna play a little bit. She put like 25 cents in the slot machine. She won $200,000. What? Yes. I was like, no. She said, yeah, you know, 200,000, and I bought this ranch, and then she wants to open like a bed and breakfast now. And
It's crazy.
yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, so you know, she's super busy. She's remodeling everything, and she has those guys over, and it's crazy.
She is the most unpredictable person I know.
Yeah,
She goes from one thing to the next. All these crazy things always happen to her.
It's
What a
bagels.
Yeah.
Ah. Okay, so maybe we can start with just fruit. There's a tray here. Let's go in the other room.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good. All right, let me get the tray.
Okay. Tell me, what's the story? This big news.
Well, you know the guy that made me buy him lunch?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it made me realize he's really no different from everybody else. He's motivated by two things, money and games, right? And then I thought about the girl at work who went off with that sugar daddy and, you know, how he was so rich because he was a tech wizard. And I thought, well, I could do tech too. So I decided to make my book an app instead.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. How do you make an app?
Well, I have no idea. That's why
Okay.
that's why I hired this company to do it. And I got this gal in our office to do the animation because she's a really good drawer. And she made this cute little polar bear. So every time you do something green, he comes out and he's like, thank you.
Oh. So people do something green,
Mm-hmm.
and then they get a nudge from the phone.
Mm-hmm. So this is what you do. You actually, at the beginning of the year, you say, okay, if I don't do the tasks, I'll pay $50. I'll donate $50 to whatever charity you choose.
Oh.
Okay? And so every week you get a reminder to do something green, like plant a tree or recycle or something like that. If you do it, you get the polar bear. If you don't, you get a tree. Frown.
Oh.
Yeah.
So can you, for example, plant a tree twice?
Yeah, you can do anything as
Okay.
long as it's once a week for 52
Okay,
weeks.
and what if you didn't do something?
Then you're gonna have to pay up at the end.
Okay.
So everybody wins. Everybody
okay.
wins.
Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's brilliant. I think you might be rich.
Oh
with
my
that.
goodness! Can you imagine?
Yeah. So you kind of master, like you master your green thing.
Yeah.
When
yeah.
you-
Yeah. I'm gonna call it Green Master.
Green master.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for the idea.
Yeah, Green Master. This is great because people, you know, like they're losing weight easier when you have like you
I
can
know those
record
apps.
everything you're eating and the
Yeah.
exercise you're
And they have
making.
walking apps to make sure you walk enough
Yeah.
steps every day. So I thought this is a way to, you know.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow. Green Master.
Yeah. So how's Jonathan?
Jonathan, you know, he's okay, less stressed. We're both like in a good place right now. Yeah, and we had a great weekend. Memorial Day, we went to Big Bear, rented a cabin with the kids. They were
Aw.
cute, they were nice. It was kind of mellow. We could survive playing games with not arguing, so that
Hey,
was
that
great.
sounds so nice.
And we're working together. I'll tell you later
Okay.
about it. But it was really great.
Oh, that's
You know,
great.
yeah.
I had the craziest Memorial Day weekend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like what?
You know how my mom's a little out there?
Yeah.
She started chatting with this guy online a few months ago.
Good for her.
Yeah. It seemed innocent and harmless until she said she wanted to really meet him because she liked him so much. And I got worried because this guy's from Tennessee. You know, I don't know if he's crazy or not. You know, what if he like kills her or something?
Yeah.
So I was worried, and I told her, you know, you got to be careful. You got to be careful. And then she said, "Don't worry about it. He's fine. You worry too much." But then, like a few weeks later, she admits to me that he actually has a criminal record. He went to jail.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like 25 years ago for embezzlement.
What's embezzlement?
When you're taking money from your own company.
Wow.
Yeah. Without anyone knowing.
But people change, you know. I mean,
Well, yeah, I actually Googled him after that, and there's nothing after that he did wrong that anyone caught him doing. So,
wow.
yeah, but she was like super happy, and then he said he wanted to come out to LA. And so I wanted to support her, but I wanted her to be careful. So I said, why don't you meet him, and I'll observe you, you know, without him knowing, and I'll let you know what I think. So he flew out. He took her to Shutters in Santa Monica. You know that restaurant?
Yeah,
on the beach?
very well.
And, you know, I was in this table behind this really large plant so I could spy on them while they were talking. I was like...
And your mom was like comfortable with that?
Maybe she was a little worried too. Right?
Yeah.
So anyway, he's like really handsome. He looks like one of the Kennedys. He's got that, you know, the thick hair that they had that's sort of tousled.
Wow.
Yeah, it really, I mean, he seemed really sweet, nice, you know, and my mom was like laughing and giggling the whole time. So after they finished their dinner and during dessert, I went up and I introduced myself, and he was actually quite kind. He talked about his job. He's in real estate development, and he builds on water. So he finds like creative ways to build on water. And he told me that he's very ecologically, you know, minded and conscious. So that made me feel better. Although I felt a little bit like there's something slightly slimy and untrustworthy about him. Maybe the past that I knew about or something.
Oh, it's too good to be true.
Too good to be true.
Yeah.
So anyway, weeks go by, and every other week he's coming to LA to see my mom. And she's totally in love by now, right? And then one day she says he's offered his West Palm Beach house to us for Memorial Day weekend. So it would be me and my mom and my sister who lives in New York.
Wow,
and
nice.
he wasn't going to be there because he was on a business trip to Amsterdam. So we were like, this sounds great. And we looked on Airbnb where he has a listing because he rents it out sometimes. And it's beautiful.
Wow.
6 bedrooms, pool, jacuzzi, cabanas. I mean, all beautiful wood and just beautifully furnished. So we're like, yeah, we're going to go for it. We're going to, you know, go on vacation. Are you okay? You need some floss?
Mango's terrible. I'm sorry. So you went with your sister? I'm sorry.
My sister got some time off. And she met us at the airport. And we all took a car to the house. And there was a giant gate in the front. And it was locked. And the housekeeper was supposed to meet us there. So my mom buzzed. And there's a man's voice on the other end, but it wasn't Henry. And he said, hello, who is this? And my mom's like, we're here for the rental. And she goes, this is Henry's place, right? And then he was completely silent. And then I was like, I knew it!
Oh,
something is not right.
Oh my God.
And then my mom starts getting like really
But
nervous
why
looking.
did you
Her
do
eyes get
that?
all wide. Well, I don't know, but he said I'll be right out. And then he comes out on this Segway, this older man. He's in his 70s. He's wearing like this Hawaiian shirt, and he's like coming out on this Segway. And he said, I think you've been conned.
Oh my God. Wow.
Yeah.
So why would Henry have done that?
Well, my sister said, you know what? I bet he's robbing your house right now in Glendale. I bet you he's taking all your jewelry, he knows, you know, he's going to just take everything.
Wow.
Yeah, so we were like, oh my God. And the guy offered to call the police for us, so we called the police. They came, took us to the station, and then we waited for hours, it seemed like, for anything to happen. And finally, my mom's sitting there, and she gets a call from Henry. And she picks up, and she's like, you ass! We are in the police station right now because of you. You're ruining my vacation and my life. And you're a fucking asshole, and you're an idiot because they can track where you are because you're calling me from a cell phone, and I know we can find you wherever you are, in Mexico or whatever. And he's like, are you drunk? To my mom. Like, he doesn't know what she's... It seems like he doesn't know what she's saying, right? So she just hands the phone to the police officer, and she's talking to him for a few seconds, and she goes... She puts the phone down, and she goes, do you have the right address?
Oh my God. This is terrible.
Guess what? She put down the wrong address. She's flipped the last 2 numbers.
Oh my God. Wow.
We were so embarrassed.
Oh my God. So you, I mean, like, yeah. I guess he saw her on her worst.
Yeah, he saw her
Yeah.
at her worst. So we get to the place.
Maybe he liked it.
Yeah, maybe.
A fucking asshole. Ooh la la.
No, I can't think of my mom that way. So anyway, we get there, and of course the housekeeper's there. She's got this amazing dinner for us. There's beautiful towels set up. It's like a hotel.
So embarrassing.
And we had the best time.
Oh my God, this is really embarrassing.
Yeah, it's a lesson for me. I have to
Yeah.
learn how to trust people
Yeah.
more. Because
Don't
I'm always
judge.
like,
Yeah.
never trusting people.
Yeah.
Always thinking the worst.
So you had a good time after
We had
that?
the
You
best
swam.
time. Yeah, I mean, I felt guilty the whole time, but I had the best
Yeah.
time. It was. We went to the
Poor
ocean.
guy.
We hung out by the pool. We were completely relaxed and tan, and we.
So they're
we
still
went home.
together.
They're still together. They're happy still.
Oh, I'm happy about
Me
that.
too. Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you.